khalaqtuka. Had he not been there, I would never have created him. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the only reason for the creation of this universe. And if somebody is the only reason for the creation of us, for the creation of whole universe, then why we are hesitant to love that personality? Then why we are hesitant to love Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam? If Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the only reason for the creation of this universe, when Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the only reason for the creation of us, when Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is only reason for the existence, then there should be no limit in loving Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The love for Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam should be limitless. That is what the message of Mawlid al-Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Every year it comes to remind us that this is the great day when Allah Almighty blessed us with the most beloved of Him. So you better celebrate the day with the most love, with the best love you can ever do. That is for Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Dear audience, now there is another beautiful thing. I want your attention here, inshallah. What is the practice in this world? What we do if we want to dedicate something to somebody? What we do? We give that thing his name. If we want to make somebody, maybe if you have, if somebody has a property, and if he wants somebody else to become owner of that property, and if he wants to gift that property to somebody else, what he will do? He will register that property or that thing on the person's name whom you want to gift. Or if anything is not a proper property which has a proper documents, maybe that is a glass or anything, and if you want to dedicate it to somebody, if you want to make somebody owner of that thing, you will write in a bold alphabets, you will write the name of that person whom you are gifting, whom you are making owner of that thing. You will write the name of that person or that thing. This is the basic thing which goes in this world. This is the practice which everybody does, everybody do in this world. Now Allah Almighty has done the same thing. How? We'll hear, there is another hadith Mubarakah, it is narrated by Ka'ab bin Ahbar radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. He states that the Prophet Adam alayhi salam advised, now listen to this hadith Mubarakah, it is very important. Prophet Adam alayhi salam, he advised his son, "Oh my dear son, whenever you remember Allah," this is the first person on earth, Adam alayhi salam, and he is telling this thing to his son, that, "Oh my son, oh my dear son, whenever you remember Allah, remember the name of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam as well." And when I was between the spirit and the body, I found his name written on the pillars of thrones of Allah Almighty. I visited all the heavens, but found no place where I failed to see the name of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam written. Bless him and give him peace be upon him. Indeed, my Lord lodged me in the gardens of heaven and paradise, and I did not see any place or any room in the garden of paradise which did not carry the name of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I found his name written on the throats of whores. I found his name written on the leaves and bamboos of the palaces of the paradise. The leaves of Tawbah tree, the leaves of Sidratul Muntaha, the leaves, I saw his name written on the foreheads of whores. I read his name written on the foreheads of angels. I read his name, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, written on the eyes of Hurul Ain in Jannah. I read the name of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, written on the foreheads of Ghilman of Jannah. I read the name Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, written on the door, on the foreheads of doorkeepers of Jannah. What it means? That Adam alayhi salam saw the name of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam written on each and every single inch of this universe. No leaf was left which didn't carry the name of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. There was no single inch left where the Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was not written. Even the foreheads of angels were blessed with the name of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Even the eyes of Hurul Ain, their eyes were blessed with the name of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Leaves of Jannah were blessed with the name of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The bamboos of Jannah were blessed with the name of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The palaces in Jannah were blessed with the name of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Each and everything carried the name of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And not even Jannah, what we see, sometime even in this world, the name of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam appears on sky sometimes. Sometimes we see the name of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is written on the stems of the tree. Sometimes we see that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is written on some kind of a fruit. Sometimes we see that the name Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is written on something else, something this, something that. Why Allah Almighty keeps on doing that and appearing and presenting this miracle of Ism Pak in front of human being? The reason is that Allah Almighty wants to tell to everybody, oh my creation, I am the creator of this world, but from today I have created this world and dedicated to my beloved Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now this whole universe, this whole creation of mine belongs to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now from today he is the only owner of his those universe. Now he is the only owner of paradise. Now he is the only owner of angels, because everything carries the name of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And as I have mentioned earlier, the philosophy of writing the name on the things is that if somebody really wants to dedicate that thing to somebody, if somebody wants to make somebody owner of that thing, he writes his name. That's why Allah Almighty did. He writes the name of his beloved Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam on each and every single inch of this creation and universe. Why? Allah Almighty always wanted to clear this fact on every single creation, that is true that I have created this, but I have created it and dedicated to my beloved Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now each and everything belongs to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now if anybody wants to get whatever, he has to go through the door of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He cannot get anything in this earth without the wasila of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Nobody can get anything without the wasila of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It is not just that. Even the ring of Sulaiman alayhi salam, the very famous and popular ring of Sulaiman alayhi salam, the Ism Pak Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was written on that ring, which was given to Sulaiman alayhi salam. And what was the importance of that ring? Till the time that ring remained with Sulaiman alayhi salam, he remained king. And when that ring lost, his kingdom gone. So what we get here, the kingdom, the biggest kingdom ever anybody had was the kingdom of Sulaiman alayhi salam, and that kingdom was the khairat of Ism Pak Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Till the time Sulaiman alayhi salam remained with the Ism Pak Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he was the ever biggest king. And when he lost the ring with the name of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his kingdom was gone. And when again he got back the ring with the name of Muhammad